Hey y'all, welcome to Midweek Minis, the show where you get to ask us questions and we tell you personal stories when we have them, which we don't this week. I'm Mitch Lawrence and that's my wife Leah Lawrence.
Hey y'all.
And we are super excited to just be here with you since we don't have any stories.
Yeah.
I got something funny that happened to me this weekend. Not that happened to me, but a funny story from my weekend. I went to Biloxi with some friends and two of them have children. One of them has two children, ages 4 and 2, so you can imagine. His 4-year-old is basically potty trained right now, and I'm not going to say any names because
they're not your children and
correct.
You shouldn't.
Right. But y'all, if this story isn't funny, I'm sorry. It was fucking hilarious to me. His 4-year-old is potty trained, but can't do everything yet. So he said one day a few weeks ago, she said she had to go to the bathroom, and he said, all right, pee your poop. And she's like, I have to poop. And he said, okay, just let me know if you need me. And he said a few minutes later, she said, Dad, I'm ready. And he walked in, and she's standing by the toilet, and she looks at him and points at the toilet and goes, there's 9 poops in there. Have you ever seen that? And he said he lost his mind. He lost his mind laughing. And now every time that she poops, she does that to him.
She has to count her poops.
He walks in and she goes, there's 4 poops in there.
Hey, it's
have you ever seen that?
Lesson and observation.
But she asked him if he's ever seen it before. It's so funny.
Bless it. That's really gross.
Have you ever seen that?
Unfortunately, yes, ma'am. Yes, I have.
Oh God. What do you have to talk about, Leah?
I don't really have anything to talk about. I spent a terrible weekend at home by myself, and our power went out because some drunk person hit a pole on the street that connects to ours and knocked out power for like 650 something houses in Hartselle. So that was fun.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was no fun. And that was about as fun as my weekend got.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. There was a whole lot of power in Biloxi.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Very bright lights and whistles and bells and shit.
I had none.
Well, that's okay. You probably didn't spend as much money as I did.
That is actually 100% accurate. I did not spend any money, but, I'll make up for it on my birthday trips.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited for those. I'm ready to go.
Me too.
We're going to D.C. in a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
So we have to backlog a bunch of episodes. So, y'all, there might be a couple of weeks where just nothing happens.
It's very possible. I'm going on the longest vacation I've ever been on. Mm-hmm. I'm going to start, in D.C. and end up in Florida, and it's going to be really fun. So.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're going to have a great time, but I'll bet at the end of it you're going to be like, can I just fucking go home?
Most likely.
Yeah. That's what I think is going to happen. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, should we get into some questions? Or do we have anything else to talk about?
Before we get in there, I just want to stress to everybody, we don't have personal stories anymore. No, seriously, I need something else to talk about. We've talked about not doing Midweek Minis anymore, just briefly, and I don't want that to happen because I really enjoy this. I really enjoy having just a fun, relaxed, interesting conversation with everybody, just based on what you want to talk about. So that being said, we can't do it if you don't contribute. So if anybody has a fun story, it could be anything. We're open to just about anything. A paranormal experience, a hometown murder, or if there's a cryptid that's really famous in your area that you want to tell us about, if there's a haunted house down the street that's got a cool story, if there's an urban legend in your area, I want to hear about it. Write it down, send it to me. It could be anonymous for all I care. Just send me stuff to southernspiritspodcast@gmail.com, and I would love to read your stuff back to you and spread the news of whatever it is you want to tell me. It's going to be great. And also, if you have questions for us, they can be absolutely bizarre. They can be thematic.
Ask us what's the most many of poops that we've seen before.
I was going to say, number of poops. We're open to anything. This show can only be as interesting as you help us make it. So please contribute. We're available to talk on all of the social medias. So if you want to send us a Facebook message, if you want to send us an email, if you want to send us an Instagram message, if you want to tweet at Mitchell, all of those avenues are open. Please join us. It's going to be fun. I promise. Ow! Shit!
Stop touching the dog's feet.
I didn't touch his foot.
I saw you do it.
I tried to scratch his belly, and he fucking bit the shit out of my ring finger.
Are you okay?
No!
We're going to have to put him down. Dobby, you're going to the vet tomorrow. You're going down, buddy. Look at him. Oh, God. This poor baby. This poor little dog. Oh, I also learned how to play craps this weekend.
Oh, good for you. How do you play craps? Is craps the one with the dice and then the big pushy stick on the weird oblong table?
Yes. There are many rules and different forms of craps, and I'm not going to sit here and explain it. You need to be standing at a table to learn.
Yeah,
I can promise you. It's extremely complicated.
I'm the most unlucky human being on the face of the planet. I could look at like someone that's winning a bunch of money and they would instantly lose. Like that's the kind of I'm a jinx. So keeping me around when you're gambling is a terrible idea.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happened. I learned how to play craps, but I also lost $100 at the craps table. So I was like,
you didn't tell me that.
Well, no, I was watching two of my friends play and they were like, the friend who was teaching us at the same time, but another friend was playing while learning, and they both went up like almost $100. And I was like, sure, I'll get in. And I joined right as it was my turn to roll. And everyone started losing right then, right when I got up. And we all lost a whole bunch of money very quickly. That was the last time I played craps for the weekend. So, I just ruined the juju at the table.
You ruined the juju in the bank account too, apparently.
No, it was $100. We're okay, Leah. We got all this podcast money.
It's $100 we could have spent on not craps.
Well, it was still fun.
I'm sure it was.
It was my class fee for learning how to play craps, which I could have just paid my friend, I guess. But yeah, it's very complicated, and it's all luck, really. But there is a little bit of a method to it. Well, that's all that I had. You want to learn how to play craps?
No. Yeah. No, I don't.
You can also win very quickly if you get real lucky. But
that's great. But have I once ever been lucky at anything at all? Have you ever known me to be lucky?
Dobby didn't bite your hand off right then. That's pretty lucky.
Not lucky. His teeth are dull.
Poor boy. All right. Well, let's get into a question.
All right.
My love.
First one.
Mm-hmm.
This says, it's from Leisha. It says, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Go ahead.
I'm not getting ready for Halloween this year. I know that's really a bummer because Halloween's sort of my favorite time of year and I love costumes and stuff like that. But my 30th birthday extravagalooza, as I've just now named it, I'm going to be going to Disney World with my sorority sister and her roommate, I think. And so we are going to have lots of fun there. And I have been making us Mickey Mouse ears that are super themed to different characters. And I've just spent all of my energy and the money that I would have spent on a costume and put that into stuff getting ready to have a fabulous Disney 30th birthday. So I'm not doing anything for Halloween. I am going to, give out candy to the kids that come trick-or-treating at my office. But other than that, not planning to Halloween that much this year. And I feel bad about it, but you know what? There's always next year, but you only ever get the 1/30th extravaganza palooza. So
we also have a shitload of stuff happening around this time of the year right now. Because what Leah didn't say about that Disney World thing is that the Thursday before, we're flying to Washington, D.C., and then we're flying back on Sunday, and then she's getting in the car and driving to Montgomery on Sunday, and then they're getting in the car in Montgomery and driving to Orlando.
Yes.
So
I'm going to be in a car for a very long time that Sunday.
After being on a plane, 2 planes, we connect.
Yep.
Oh, God. that just sounds awful. So
But
yeah, fuck Halloween.
We're going to spend 3 days in Disney World, 1 day at Universal, and then we're heading back home. So
Yeah.
it's going to be really fun. Really excited about it. I will probably be dead at the end of it, but 10 days straight of not being at work is one of the most exciting things that I have ever gifted myself, and I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, you're going to be in it for like part of it.
Yeah, for a few days in DC.
Yeah.
Which, another fun thing about Biloxi this weekend, found out that one of the friends on that trip with me is also going to be in DC the exact same time that we're there. Like, they fly
Weird.
out November 7th and fly back November 10th, exactly the same time we do.
Are we on the same planes or anything?
No, they're flying
flying
direct.
Okay.
They're flying direct. They have a little bit more money, and they were like...
Yeah, they do.
They also booked, like, this past week,
Yeah.
and we booked in March, so...
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit of a difference there. We just took the cheapest shit we can get, which our plane leaves at 5 a.m. from Huntsville.
Yeah, it does, but it was cheap as shit, so there you go.
It was only $700 for round trip tickets for both of us. So I'll fucking take it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've never been to DC. I'm excited. I'm real excited. But I'm not doing anything for Halloween either. So, because if I was, Leah would make me a costume.
Yeah, and I'll still make you a costume if you want to do something.
We
but
don't have time. We literally don't have time. We have to backlog like 6 episodes.
That's fine.
And we have 2
but
weeks
you know
to do
I can
it.
pull costumes out of my butt crack. It's really easy.
There's 9 costumes in there. You
I
ever
keep a
seen
costume closet in my butt crack. I don't know. If I were keeping costumes in a butt crack, I'd put them in yours because it's very long.
that? I am coming as Leah's butt crack stench. Yes, I haven't put anything on. She just kind of rubbed her ass on me.
That's really gross.
Yeah, you brought it up.
Oh, you're so nasty. Okay. This one is from Kiki. It says, Mitch, I know you are only a little stitious, but what is the creepiest thing that has ever happened while you were alone?
Well, the first thing that came to mind is an embarrassing story.
Okay.
When I still lived in Montgomery at my mom's house, I think I was in high school. I don't think it was after high school. But I was at home alone a lot on the weekends. And we lived kind of close to downtown, but not really. But there's a AA baseball field there. The team is the Montgomery Biscuits. They are the Tampa Bay Rays affiliate. And every Friday they have fireworks if they have a Friday home game. And it was Friday night, and I think I'd been drinking or something. I don't know, but I was like...
In high
I was
school?
already kind of... It might not have been high school. I may have been, 21. I don't remember. But I know that I wasn't quite in the right mind at the time. Like, maybe I was just a little anxious or something. But I started hearing these pops. And my mom's house was also on, like, the fringe of the bad part of Montgomery and the good part. So I started hearing these pops. And I called 911 after like an hour of it. It felt like an hour. And I was like, I think I'm hearing gunshots, but they're kind of far away, so I'm not sure. Like, this just kind of fading pops. And after talking to the 911 operator for like 2 minutes, she went, "Did the Biscuits have a game tonight?" And I went, "That's probably what it is, isn't it? It's Friday, isn't it? It's fireworks. It's fireworks. I'm sorry." But I was freaked out for like 30 minutes. I was pretty scared that there was like gang activity close to my house. And I don't know. That's just one I remembered because it was scary. I don't know what else freaky has happened to me, Leah.
I don't know. It said while you're alone. Now, I'll tell you that I did something almost exactly the same thing as you did. Now, I was living by myself. This is before I met Mitch. I was living by myself in that house that we used to live in.
Yeah.
And it's very old, and it's in the middle of bumfucking nowhere, in the middle of a cow pasture. It's very, very dark out there.
Mm.
When I say it's dark, there's not street lights around. There weren't any, like, motion lights on the outside of the house. It's dark out there when it gets dark. And I was just home by myself one night, reading a book, drinking some tea, and I start hearing these male voices. And I'm very startled, and it freaked me the fuck out. And I just keep hearing this, and it wasn't loud enough to hear what they were saying, but I kept hearing these men's voices. And I swear to God, I had convinced myself that out in the middle of that pasture, now, granted, my dad and my mom live, couple hundred feet in one direction, and my grandparents live a couple hundred feet in the other direction, and my aunt and uncle. I mean, I'm not in an unsafe place. My entire family lives in a straight row right there, but I had convinced myself that someone had been stalking that house and that someone was about to come in there and rob and shoot me to death or something. You know, I was convinced, and I got I don't remember what I grabbed, but I'm sure it was something stupid like my ukulele. Like, I was just like absolutely fucking mortified, just so scared out of my mind. And eventually I sort of like I'm hearing it out towards the back of the house. So I kind of get to that side door in the living room. And I was peeking out, trying to see if there was any lights out there or anything. And I go back to the back door, and I try to like listen out that window, and I try to figure out. And then all of a sudden, I hear drums, and I was like, "Motherfucker, it's a home game!" And the stadium for our high school is honestly just, you know,
it's not far,
but it's through the woods. You know, it's not far distance as the bird flies, but it takes a while to get around by the road. But you know, it's not very far at all, and you can always hear the bands and all of that stuff from that
PA
house.
System.
And it was the announcers over the PA system calling plays, and I'm just sitting here going, I'm so mad at myself. I had worked myself up into an absolute frenzy, and it was just the fucking football game.
Yeah, but I mean, like you were hearing voices. Like I just heard
I was hearing legit
fading pops,
voices.
you know. And I convinced myself that there was shooting happening around me. And obviously the fireworks show doesn't last an hour. It was a few minutes. But I was scared, right?
I mean,
and I thought that there was just gunshots.
And honestly, if I were hearing something like that in Montgomery and I wasn't expecting it, I'd feel the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was scary, but I mean that's the only thing I can think of because I'm not.
You're not stitious.
Not too much freaks me out really, but
everything freaks me out. I've got enough anxiety for the both of us.
Yeah, you carry the load for us in that regard.
If there's something to worry about, I'll do it. All right. And speaking of worry, this is also from Kiki. It says, "How do you relieve stress?" ?
Leah, we had one not very different from this recently.
Did we?
Didn't we? How do you relax or something? But well, no, there is a difference in relaxing and like fully blowing off steam.
Yeah. I make things. If I can make things and just be quiet and in my own room or watching something in the background while I'm making something, I'm a completely different person when I've been making something than I am when I haven't done like any kind of crafting or work in a while.
I really strive when I'm alone. Like everything kind of fades away when I get time to just sit around for a minute. Like probably 3 weeks ago, I had, I think, 3 tests in my classes that I'm taking. We had to record a whole bunch of episodes, and I had to do editing for the weekend for the episodes. There was just a lot all at once. And I was an absolute asshole for about 5 days. And I know I was. And I felt really awful about it. But I had no chance to be alone. I was at work or I was here and had something to do constantly. And then all that stuff stopped, and I was able to get up on Saturday a couple hours before Leah, which I almost always do, and just play video games for like 3 hours, and everything just kind of went away. But I was a complete asshole. I was just under so much stress, and I get like that. I'm a fucking bitch when I'm stressed or frustrated, because I
Mostly
get frustrated. God, I get frustrated at the stupidest things. Like the biggest one for me, and it always has been, is when the internet goes out. Holy shit, that just stresses me out. I don't know why. It stresses me out and it makes me angry, like irrationally angry. And I don't really scream, but I'll kind of just like go, fuck, really loudly every once in a while. I mean, I do, don't I?
Yes,
like you hear me in the other room just go, fuck. And you go, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, I didn't stub my toe or anything. I'm just angry.
Yeah, because generally when I scream from the other room, I have legitimately bodily injured
Leah
myself.
got a 3rd-degree burn from her glue gun.
No, I've only ever done that once, and that was the day before our wedding.
Yeah.
I was gluing boutonnieres together, but anyway.
Oh, God. No, you got a 3rd-degree burn boiling water at your grandmother's house.
It was a 2nd-degree burn.
Oh, it was terrible, though.
Yeah, I've still got the scar right on my belly. If I hadn't been wearing like extra thick pants and a pair of Spanx, I would have been fucking ruined.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh,
But anyway, about stress, I seriously just need to be alone doing something that I don't have to do.
yeah.
Because when I have obligations like that, when I did not have a minute to myself for the entire week, I was an absolute piece of shit. And I know I was, but I'm sorry. I really am.
But you're my piece of shit, and I'm going to keep you.
I sucked for like 5 days. And, then it just went away. I'm telling you, if I don't have something to do, I'm not stressed at all. But even the tiniest little thing that I know I have to go do, I'm obligated, I'm already feeling the pressure. And I'm like, ugh. Like, I didn't want to do this tonight, but we had to because we didn't do it yesterday. And, excuse me. Not that I didn't want to do it, but, like, I have things to do. And now I just feel like I'm going to be an asshole the rest of the night. But I don't think I'm going to. I'll
Please
just get it done when we get done. What? Please don't be.
Please don't be.
I'm really going to try, I swear.
Thanks.
I really am. Because when I can acknowledge it is when I can go, okay, I need to go be alone for a minute, and then I'll be fine. But sometimes I don't acknowledge it for a day or so. And then, I just kind of suck. Let's get one more so that we don't end on me being an asshole. Please.
No promises.
Yeah. Mitch, what do you do that makes you an asshole? Are you putting that back? Is that the one Leah sing something for us, please?
Yes. That's going to be the last question in the bag one of these days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It says, this is from Emily H. It says, if you could ask your pet 3 questions to which they would respond, then never speak again, what would you ask?
Okay. Which pets? And do we get 3 questions for each pet?
3 questions for each pet, I'm sure.
Oh, God. I don't know. Leah, what do you have? You've got to have something.
I would ask, what the fuck are you barking at all the time?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's necessary to bark at everything?
That's 2.
No, that was just like
That's
a one
2.
general. Okay.
That's 2. Unless you put a semicolon.
There was a semicolon there.
Okay.
Then how the fuck do you eat food off the counter as fast as you do, Santa?
She's so good at it.
She's so fucking sneaky, and she eats a vast amount of food in a very short amount of time. It's miraculous. And then, like, do you enjoy being our doggo?
See, I already know that they enjoy it. First thing I would do is go, Dobby, what is this spot on your stomach right here? Because we noticed it last night. We're pretty sure he has a little ringworm thing right here.
Yeah, he's got some kind of fungus on his belly. I got some cream for it, though. He'll be fine.
So that's number 1. And then, I know you said have them never speak again, but, like, if this is more of a genie situation, can I ask to know that when they have to potty? Like, just any time that you have to shit, just say it. Because otherwise you're just whining, and I fucking hate it.
Tell him in a bark pattern. Could you shave in a haircut bark for me? Like, outside.
Oh, and then, there's a third one. Oh, I've got it. Why is cat shit so delicious? What am I missing?
That is such a good question.
Should we clean the cat box and, like, put them on the grill? Do we dehydrate them and make jerky?
I don't understand. You're so right. They are all the time trying to sneak into the room because we keep the cats. He has one of those automatic litter boxes that scoop it,
which
into
becomes
the thing.
just a bowl for the dogs to eat the shit out of.
Yeah, it's just like it collects all the shit in one spot for them to just smorgasbord. It's oh my god, it's bless it. But they do. If they could get a fresh cat shit, that is the happiest you will ever see those dogs, and I don't understand it.
A fresh one too, nice and steamy off the grill.
Ugh.
Out of the boiler.
Gross.
I would also like to ask Samus how she catches every fucking rabbit that comes in the yard.
She's a good dog.
No,
she's a murderous dog.
That's not. Yeah, she's killed 5 rabbits since we've been in this house in March.
Well, the rabbits should keep the fuck out of our yard.
We found her the other night. I was back here doing something, and Leah calls me and says, Mitch, I'm pretty sure she caught something again. I walk out there. This is the only one I've seen where she's actually had enough time to get into it. Like, she's killed him, and I found her pretty quickly. She ate the entire back left leg off of the rabbit. And that was it. No, I take that back. Remember, she ate an entire one time? I told you about that?
Yeah.
No. She didn't come real close. I was out there with her, and it was a smaller rabbit.
Oh, it was a little
And I
bitty.
grabbed her, and she had gotten the entire thing in her mouth, all of it, and crunch, 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 and the rabbit was gone. She ate all of it. It was insanity.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
She would be a really good hunting dog, but
She would. She's very adept at that. Dobby is just a little shit.
he's a little derp. He'll bark and announce when she's killed something, though,
Yeah.
so that's helpful.
He gets angry that she won't share. Yeah.
But yeah, so ending on that murder dog spree.
Yep. Hashtag murder dog spree.
Murder spree.
Murder
no.
dog spree. You're
Murder
right.
I don't know. I don't want it to sound like dogs are being murdered,
Yeah.
but
No, just rabbits.
yeah, just rabbits.
Mhm. All right, y'all. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed it. We do need more questions and personal stories
of
if
any
we want to
sort
keep this
or
going.
variety.
So,
Or if you really hate this, just let
Yeah.
us know. Tell us what you'd rather have us do instead.
I mean, we
You
can do
know?
something for Midweek Minis, but,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We're open to suggestions.
Maybe what we do is we get scene suggestions
No.
sent in, and then we improv.
Absolutely not. We are not turning this shit into an improv show. I hate improv. I'm not good at it, and I
Well,
don't
neither one of
wanna
us are
do it.
trained in it. I'm just saying.
I've taken improv classes and they suck.
You want to just sit here and do improv exercises?
No.
Like we do the mirror
I
thing?
am not good at yes-anding because
Yeah.
I am anxious as fuck.
You say no fucking stop.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Oh, God. All right, y'all. Well, if that's what you want this show to become, don't send questions in.
Please send questions in. Jesus Christ.
And personal stories.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
y'all.
We will see you next time.
Bye, y'all.